Hi guys, hi, good evening. Good evening everyone. Who all are there in the comment section today? Let's see. Hi Prem, hi Nan, hi Anish, hi Saurav Rana, hi Himanshu, hi Gokul, hi Disha, Muhammad, Yunus and Shiva, Ashwini. Okay, hi Amrita, hi Mustafa, hi Selvan, hi. It's Kitchenopedia. Okay, great. Good evening, everyone. Hi, Ashutosh and Trambakam and everyone over there. Good evening, very good evening to one and all, and I welcome you all to this HTML and CSS 020 day one program, guys. I'll not be taking this ahead. Like Saurabh sir is here already with us. I'll be shortly adding him in. And we'll start it. Before that, I just want to like make some announcement, guys. Okay, because you should be like aware of everything that we are doing right now. So first thing is so yeah, I'm here. Like those who don't know me, I'm Subrat here. I'm here taking care of all your classes. Like everything goes fine and all, right? Okay. Next thing, let's talk about your program. This HTML and CSS zero to hero program. So what we will do, guys, in this program? It's a 5 day program, guys. From today, starting from today, we'll meet 5 days, like 1 hour each. You will come here and we would like study something, some basic fundamentals about HTML and CSS, so that it would be important to build your fundamentals and all, right? Okay. And secondly, what I want to tell you here is this time, guys, we have come up with some good, very super giveaways actually. So we have decided to give away Amazon gift vouchers of 1500 and 3000 rupees actually, and it would be done on a random basis. We will not see anything will be given. It would be given on a random basis. Every day a winner would be announced, guys. It might be a 1500, might be a 3000 actually. Like it's a 5 day course, right? So 4 days 1500 gift voucher would be given, and there would be one lucky winner to give to get that bumper super let's upgrade super coupon of a 3000 rupees Amazon gift voucher. Okay, so that would be done entire random basis, guys. So just be there, attend every class, and your like name would be there. So today what we do is today we would like announce based on the interactivity you do in the whole session. Okay, in the middle of it, like we'll see how much interactive you are, and based on that your name would be called, winner would be announced, and if you respond there only, then you'll be getting it. If you don't respond, if you're not there, then it would be, like pass on to the next candidate. Next name will be called out, and if that person is there, he or she would get it. Okay, right? From next day onward, what we'll do, we'll see the attendance list of previous day, and between that will be like a name would be picked up randomly, and we would announce it. If the person would be present in the next session, the person will get it. Otherwise, it will pass on to the next name. Okay, whoever replies, respond whenever his or her name is called, that person will be getting it. Okay, so it is Amazon gift vouchers, guys. 1500 gift vouchers and a super let's upgrade super coupon of 3000 gift voucher. It is there like two kinds of thing, one 3000, and rest every 4 days would be 1500 uh, coupon. Okay, so today for the first day we'll see actually how much interactive you are. It's not like spamming thing, interactivity. Okay, you know what does that mean, right? So that would be here, right? Okay, yes certificate. The next point I'm going to talk about is certificate. Yes certificate, there are two kinds of certificate. One is participation, one is completion, guys. Okay, if you attend all the session and put attendance daily, you'll be eligible for participation certificate. Completion certificate, for that actually, when you attend all the session and put attendance, you would be eligible for an examination after the essential is complete. If you qualify the essential like exam, if you qualify that test, then you would be getting a completion certificate. And yes, we would send hard copy, a physical copy of completion certificate from Let's Upgrade, ITM Group of Institution, NSDC, and Skill India, guys. So that's all about this course. I hope you have all the information with you. Those who have actually attended previous like October month programs, guys. We are releasing it like within like 2 3 days. We are releasing the results, and we are doing everything, all the thing. You will be soon getting your participation and completion certificate also, right? Okay, so we'll soon reach out to you over mail. Please do check out your mail. Yes, do come with your real name, because that is what we will take into account, and will ask you on based off it. Like we'll call out the names. Okay, daily class time it is same 6:30 to 7:30, 1 hour, and that's it, guys. And you be present, and you get a chance to win either 1500 or 3000 rupees coupon code. So yeah, I hope everyone understood whatever the details about the program. Now I'm like adding Saurav sir here, and he will take it ahead, guys. So he will teach you HTML and CSS thing. So I am not going to take much of time. So I'm quickly adding Saurav sir here. Let me add him. Just a moment. Hi sir. Good evening. How are you, sir?
Hi, sir. Good evening. I'm good. I'm good. Am I audible? Am I audible? Can you guys hear me?
Yep, yep. Perfectly, sir. Perfectly. So, guys, I guess you all know Saurav, sir. He doesn't need any introduction. That is his reach out, and that is his quality of training and all. So, yep, like be there, attend this session, learn from him everything, guys. Okay. So, I'm going to the backstage now. It's all about like Saurav, sir, and you. Okay, start learning things from Saurav, sir. I'm going to like backstage, guys. You take it ahead. So it's all yours. Take it ahead, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Varuna, can you share my screen? Okay, thank you. Okay, the layout has changed. That's cool. Okay. Okay. So hello, everyone. Hello, guys. Good evening, Shiv Krishna. Good evening, Aisha. Good evening, everyone who has joined from the start. And I hope I'm audible, and I really hope that you guys can see my screen. Okay, so good evening, everyone, and welcome to the first day of HTML and CSS Essentials. I hope all your doubts regarding the certificates and regarding how you'll get your prize and everything is cleared. Okay, so that now we can directly start with the course. Okay, so good evening once again. Good evening, everyone joining new here. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the first day of HTML and CSS Essentials. Okay, now before moving ahead, I would like to tell you what are we going to learn. Okay, and then first of all, let me just see how many like of you are excited for this course. Everyone, come on, let me know in the chat. How many of you are excited for the course? Because this course is going to be of 5 days. Okay. In the first 4 days, we're going to learn everything, all the basics, all the fundamentals. And on the last day, as we always do, like in all the essentials, I think we're going to create a really cool project from like based on whatever we have learned in the 4 days. That's great. I can see a lot of excitement in the chat, and by seeing this I'm also really excited. Okay, so without using any more time, let's directly get started. Okay, so first of all, I would like to tell you I would like to tell you what are we going to learn. Okay, so we're going to talk about HTML. So if you know it like from your college or from your previous sessions, that's amazing. If you don't know, not a problem at all. Okay, so we're going to learn HTML. That's the first thing. And then secondly, we're going to also learn CSS. So these are the two things we're going to cover in this 5 days. And we are going to basically learn how to design a web page. And on the fifth day, that means on the Friday, on the last day of this course, we're also going to create a really good looking web page. So all in all, if you attend this course for all the 5 days, at the end of the 5 days, you'll be knowing around 30 to 40% of website design. You'll be knowing how to create a web page. You'll be knowing how to like design a web page, how to put elements on it, how to style them. You'll understand how Facebook design is made, how YouTube design is made. You'll basically understand all the designs by just looking at it. So in this 5 days, we're going to learn how to code and how to create web pages out of it. It will be really helpful for your web development like journey, or if you want to become a web designer or a web developer. Okay, so guys, without using any more time, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that we always do, let's open up a notepad and just like let's just take like 5 minutes and let's try to understand what are we going to learn. Like this is something that we always do, right? Before starting to code, let's just open a notepad and let's understand what we're going to learn. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to learn is HTML. Okay, so now what is HTML? I just want to like ask you guys, if you know it from your previous sessions, if you know it like from anywhere, just tell me whatever you know about HTML. What is HTML according to you? Come on, guys. Don't worry. For all the new people, I'll explain it. Don't worry. Ashutosh, don't worry, buddy. This is not my code editor. This is just for explanation. That's all. Don't worry. I'll tell you what editor I'm going to use, how to work with that editor. Don't worry. Okay, I can see a lot of people telling me the full forms. Hypertext markup language. That's great. That's the full form. Tell me something more. Tell me something more, guys. Not only the full form. Tell me something more. Structural language used to make websites. Markup language. Okay, that's cool. It's a language. It's a web developing language. Basically, it helps us to create a structure of a web page. Yep, that's correct. We can say a bone structure of a website. Okay, I can see a lot of good answers, and that is really great. That is coming like from you guys. I'm really like glad by seeing all this. Okay, Dutch off web page. Yeah, that's correct. We use it for that only. Yes, web designing, web scripting. Okay, a lot of people are saying it is a scripting language. So no, it's not a scripting language. We'll understand. Don't worry, guys. Okay, that's cool. And for all the people who don't know, don't worry at all. We're going to talk about everything. Okay, so the let's do the first thing. What is the full form? So HTML simply stands for, okay, let me just put a hyphen in between, something called as hypertext markup language. Okay. Now let's try to understand it from the basics. First thing, it's a language. That means it is something in which we can read and write. Simple. So we can simply remove it. We can simply ignore this word language. Okay. Basically, a language means something in which you can communicate, in which you can read and write. Okay. And it's a computer language. That means it's a language that you use to write something or to communicate with the computer. That's all. So because HTML is a computer language, it's not a human language that we use to talk with people, right? It's a computer language. You write it inside the computer and computer understands it and it does something. So first of all, HTML is a hypertext markup language. And secondly, it's also a computer language. So we can simply ignore this thing in the full form. Okay, it's a language. That's it. It's a computer language. That's all. That means we can write this inside a computer and computer will do something for us. But there are a lot of computer languages. HTML is not the only one. There is C, there is C++, there is Java, there is C Sharp, there is PHP. There are a lot of languages. And different computer languages do different things. And we are here to understand what does HTML do and what are we going to get out of it. So we can simply remove that L from it. We don't need it because we know what is language. So now hypertext markup. We'll understand that. But before that, let me talk like something general. So HTML is a language that is used to create a web page. HTML is a language that is used to create a web page. Now, what is a web page? So for all the new people, let me open a browser for you. Okay, let me take a browser page. Okay, and let's go to some site like, let's say, facebook.com. So when you go on a site, okay, when you search something on the Google and you like go on to a, like, when you open your Chrome browser, when you open any browser and when you write something in the URL bar, you go somewhere, right? So the thing that you see here after going somewhere, it is called as a web page. Simple. Now see this design here where we have Facebook text and everything. This is simple. This is a web page. When you go to something like, let's say, flipkart.com, I can see a lot of people saying screen blurring. Okay. Can everyone confirm me, is the screen really blurring? And guys, for all the people, when I'm watching it on YouTube, so I can see the screen clearly. So I would recommend you to like just increase the quality a little bit. Just increase the quality a little bit. It might be the internet connection or it might be the quality. So just increase the quality a little bit in the settings of YouTube. It will be fine, guys. Okay, it will be fine because even I'm watching it on YouTube and it's perfectly fine. So I'm just sorry for that, but just please increase the quality a little bit. Okay, that's cool. Let me also like just confirm me once. I changed my quality and yeah, it is perfectly fine. So guys, please just go ahead and increase the quality a little bit. Okay, okay, that's cool then, guys. And don't worry, I'll increase the font size for you. If it is still invisible and if you're watching in the mobile phone, don't worry, I'll increase the quality. I'll increase the font size, so don't worry at all. Okay, now see, here we are at flipkart.com and again we can see a lot of elements here, right? So this is also a web page. This whole thing is a web page, right? If I like click somewhere, let's say I click here like this, now I come to a different web page. So it's again a different web page. So just like this, we have a lot of web pages. So basically, when you go on browser, when you search for something, when you write something in the search bar and you go somewhere, whatever you see on a browser is basically a web page. This thing here is also a web page. Is that clear, everyone? So HTML is basically a language. So let me write it here. It is used to create a page, or you can also create multiple web pages and you can then connect them. So when you create multiple web pages and connect them together, it basically becomes a website, because a website is nothing but a collection of web pages. For example, if you go to facebook.com, first you go on it, you get a login page, then you just write your username, password, then you like submit login. If it is correct, it takes you to some other page. There you can see your chats, your friends, the post. You click on some other like friends section, you go to some other page where you can see your friends. So it has different pages, and then they are connected to each other. Like when you click on somewhere, you go to some other page. Is that clear? So basically, a web page is nothing but something that you view on a browser. It contains a lot of content. That's all. And a collection of web pages is nothing but a website. Is that clear, everyone? Guys, are we cleared? Please tell me, everyone. Are we clear with the basic concept here? So HTML is a language that is simply used to create a web page. And also, it helps you to put content on it. So the second work of HTML is to also put a content on the web page, because creation of web page is not the only important thing. Fine, I have created the web page. Now, what about the content on it? Right? So content is also important. So HTML is the language that helps you to do that. It also helps you to put the content on the web page. Now, when I say content, what is the content on the web page? It's nothing. It's usually what? Text, maybe some image, video, audio, sometimes tables, and then you have forms where you like login forms, registration forms, different kinds of forms. So these are the general or normal contents that you see on a web page, right? So this is also done by HTML. So it's basically a language that creates web page and puts content on it. And that's what we have to learn, how to do it, how to use HTML to create a web page, and how to use HTML to put content on it. Is that clear? Now, when I say content, see, this is all the content. Here, see, image, text, some green button, image, text. Everywhere it's just image, text, image, text, image, text. Nothing else. Image, text. Sometimes if you go on YouTube, now there you have video. If you go on Ghana.com or some like song site, there you have like, if you go to Spotify or something like that, you see audio. So depending on what kind of web page it is, what kind of things it wants to show, depending on that, it has different content. But everything is a content: image, audio, video, anything that you see on a web page. Mostly it's going to be text and images. Sometimes it's going to be video and audio. But yeah, that's how it works. YouTube links we can put on web page by using web page. Yes, you can do that. Yes, definitely. Okay, guys. So that's what it does. So now that's what HTML does. But now, how to start writing it? That's again one more like thing that we are concerned about. How to start writing it? So just like any language, like when you talk about like normal language like English or Hindi or Spanish, or you talk about computer languages like C, C++. If you want to write a language or read a language, there is a way of doing it, right? So there is always a way of doing or writing a particular language. So HTML is also like HTML also has a way of writing itself. Okay. So HTML is a language which is written in something called as tags. HTML is a language which is written in something called as tags. Now, how does a tag look like? Very simple. Tag looks simply like this. So any tag it can be. Right now, I'm just putting in like tag there. So this is what we call as an opening tag. And then you close a tag like this. So every content you create on a web page can be created with the help of a tag. So there are a lot of different tags available, and we have to learn how many tags are there, how to write them, and how do they create the element. So what tag I have to use to create text, what tag I have to use to create image, what tag I have to use to create video or audio or table or forms. So we have to learn all of that. And to write a tag, it's simple. You open a tag, you close a tag, and in between that you put the content that you want to put inside that element. Okay, that's how you simply write it. Now some tags have content, some tags do not have content. So right now we're not going to talk about it. Don't worry, it will be cleared once we start doing things. Right now just focus on tag. So that's how you create a tag. Simple. An opening tag and then a closing tag. Closing tag is exactly like similar, it just had a slash in the start. That's all. That's how you write a tag. And every tag does different thing. Okay, so we have to learn how many tags are there, and which tag will create image, which tag will create audio, which tag will create video. This is what we have to learn. Is that clear, everyone? And tags are the only thing that are also called as markups. So that's why in HTML full form we have markups. Tag is also considered as a markup. So guys, HTML is a markup language. It is not a scripting language. It is not a programming language. It is not a query language. It is nothing like that. It is a markup language. HTML comes under a category of markup language. That means here you don't require any logic or something like that. See, markup language is a language which is basically made to create content and hold content. See, like when you go for C is a programming language where you go ahead and work with data and logic, calculations. In HTML, you simply create and maintain content. That's all. There's no logic, no calculations. Is that clear, everyone? So input has no closing tag, but why? Don't worry, I'll tell you that. Don't worry, Ashutosh. Don't worry. I'll tell you all of that. Right now, we're just starting, right? So HTML comes under a category of markup. There is one more language that comes under this category. That is XML, extensible markup language. That is also made to hold content. There is no logic there. There's no programming or something like that. Is that clear, everyone? So HTML is a markup language. It's not a programming language, not a like query language or not a scripting language. So for everyone, HTML is a markup language. So everyone, guys, are we cleared? Can we move ahead now? Are we cleared with what actually HTML is? So if I just have to like give a definition at the end, HTML is a markup language which is used to create web pages and put content in it. It is written in tags, and every tag creates some kind of content, and that's what we have to learn. So if anyone asks you from now on what is HTML, you have to tell this. That's all. Is that clear, everyone? Okay, what is XML? Don't worry. We'll also learn that in future sessions. Don't worry about it. But for now, it's simply a content holding language. You simply create your custom tags. In HTML, all the tags are predefined. We simply use them. Okay. And in XML, we simply create our own tags to hold our personal content. Right. So XML, you can simply create your own tags. In HTML, you use the tags that are already there. You cannot create your own tags here. हिमांशु हम थोड़ा फास्ट नहीं जा सकते बिकॉज बहुत सारे लोग यहाँ पे नए हैं राइट देयर आर अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल हु आर कंप्लीटली new to HTML, so we have to take all of them into consideration. And don't worry. Once they start understanding the basics, because see, the basics is the only place where we have to go a little slow so that everyone can understand it. Once they understand the basics, they will even become faster. So don't worry about it. Okay, guys. So now let's move ahead. So now no need of notepad. We can close it as we have understood what is HTML. Now then, we're going to write code, right? We're going to write code. We are going to write HTML code. So to write code, we can use anything, guys. We can use anything. We can even use notepad to write code. But see, notepad is a text editor. That means when you write on it, it's simply black and white. But when you write code, it has a lot of different things. It has tags, attributes, elements, contents. Okay. So when you use notepad, it will not help you. Guys, see, you can write code in notepad. It will definitely work. Don't worry about that. But notepad will not help you in writing code. You have to do everything yourself. But there is something called as code editor. There are a lot of code editors available which will basically they will help you to write code faster and in a much more better way. And if you open your code in there, you can easily understand all of that. You can easily understand and read your code. That's why we are not going to use notepad for coding. We're going to use something called as one of the most famous editors going on in the world right now, that is VS Code. You can simply search for VS Code download. It's like a notepad, but like a higher version of notepad. It will help you in writing code. Okay. And yes, one more thing, guys. I'm not forcing you to use VS Code. It's totally up to you. I'm just like telling you that, okay, fine, it is one of the best editors. If you guys are familiar, you can use Sublime Text, you can use brackets, you can use Atom, you can use PHP Storm, you can use anything you want. Just don't use Notepad. Please don't use Notepad. Okay. Yes, you can definitely use Notepad++ Sandhya. But yeah, if you're using Notepad++, I would suggest you to switch to VS Code. But if you're going for brackets or something like that, that's fine. But yeah, if you're using Notepad++, please go for VS Code. Okay. So guys, you just have to search for VS Code download and just click on the first link. And now depending on your PC, download any version. Okay, now see, in my case, my PC is Windows. So I'm going to go for this Windows System Installer 64-bit because my PC is 64-bit Windows. If you are using like Ubuntu, you can go for Deb. If you're using like Red Hat or something like that, you can go for RPM. And if you're using Mac, you have this version here. So download anything, you will simply get a MSI file. And I really hope that you guys know how to install a software. So I'm not going to do it because we don't have a lot of time and it's already installed in my PC. So just double click, next, 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 agree to everything, and that's it. It will be installed. So don't worry, it's not a very tough task. Simply download, it will give you a MSI file, double click, next, 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 and simply install it. That is how it will work. So that is one thing you need, VS Code. And the second thing that you need is in front of you. We're going to need Chrome. Because see, if you're creating web pages, where can we see them? We're going to see them on browsers, right? So we need a browser. So either Chrome is fine, Mozilla is fine. I would not suggest you to use IE, but if you want, you can use it. It's again totally your personal choice. But I would suggest you to use Chrome because it supports all the new features. Okay. PyCharm, yes, any code editor will do. But see, first of all, PyCharm is basically made to write Python, right? That editor is like completely made to write Python code. But yes, you can also do that. I have done that. It only depends on what kind of page you're creating, right? So you can also use it. That's fine. That's totally fine. You can write HTML in PyCharm as well. Okay, guys. So two things only. That's all. VS Code and a Chrome browser. And now then, let's move ahead and let's start creating things. Okay. So let me open my VS Code. So simply search like this, Visual Studio Code. Here we go. Now I already have some code written. Let me just close all of that. And let me show you how it will look for the first time when you open it. So once you open it, it will look like this. See, when you install it and then search in your like search, just search for Visual Studio Code and you'll get something like this. Simple. You don't have to like worry about this page. Simply close it. It's simply a get started page where you can either create new file or open a folder or something like that. Or you can see your recent projects. We don't need it. Simply close it. Okay. And now then, let's go ahead and create a folder where we're going to store everything, where we're going to store every file that we create here. We're going to store all the code that we write, and I'm going to be sharing that code to you on regular basis. Okay. So let me create a folder on desktop here. So I'll go to my desktop. I'll simply say a new folder and I'll name it HTML-CSS hyphen ESS. Don't worry about the folder name, guys. You can name it anything. I'm simply naming it HTML hyphen CSS hyphen ESS. That is HTML CSS essentials. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is I don't want to come back to this folder again and again. So what we're going to do is we can go in our VS Code and we can simply say file, open folder. Okay. So click on open folder. And now simply search for the folder that you have just created. So I'm going to search, it's on desktop. So I come on desktop and this is the folder. Select it and here we go. Now that folder is actually opened through VS Code. That means, see this area here, it's nothing but your folder area. So all the files that you create, all the things that you create inside that folder, you can see everything here and access them easily. That means you don't have to go outside and work with this folder again and again. This exact same folder, this folder is directly opened in VS Code. Is that clear? It's the same folder. Whatever you do here will be reflected there. Whatever you do directly in the folder, it will be reflected here. So don't worry about it. So for all the new people, don't worry. It's not a different folder. It is the same folder opened in VS Code. Okay. So now guys, let's go ahead and let's start with the things. So now first of all, let's try to understand few options and let me zoom it for you if you're watching in a mobile. Okay. So now see, this is my folder name. So now here you have few options. See, this option is of a new file. Okay. So simply if you click on this, it will help you to create a new file. Then you have a next option of new folder. So basically, if you want to create a new folder inside your folder, you can click on this option. And then you have refresh. Now, what is refresh? Sometimes what happens is you create something, but due to like computer lag or maybe your computer is slow, in that case, some things don't load here. So you can click on refresh to see if it is loading. Just like we go on browser, right? Sometimes we submit a form, but we can't see a message or something like that. Then we refresh to see the new things. So you can also refresh here. You're going to rarely use it, but yeah, if sometimes VS Code is slow, something like that, click here to see the changes. Okay. Refresh the folder. That's all. Refresh the folder. But now, what we are interested in here is the first option. So let's create a new file. Okay. Sir, can we do on Notepad? Yes, see, it is possible. You can do it in Notepad, but I would not suggest you to do that. It's not a recommended option. If you're using like what do you say, Notepad, go for VS Code. It's not very heavy. right? So you can go for VS Code. Okay. So now, guys, or you can go for Sublime Text. That's also helpful. Sublime Text is a little lighter. Okay, guys. So let's click on new file. Okay. So here we go. New file. Now you can name it your file anything. It's simply giving option. Okay, fine. You're creating a new file. Give a name to your file. So I'm going to name it first. Now, one more thing. In computers, we have everything is a file. In computers, everything is a file, right? But how does the computer understand what kind of file it is and how to treat it? With the help of the extensions, right? So here also, to create a HTML file, you have to give an extension so that the computer can understand that this is a web page and we have to treat it like a web page. So just give a dot and give an extension of HTML. That's it. Here we go. You have created a first HTML file. So you can name it anything. I have named it first, but you can name it anything. And then dot HTML. You can also give an extension of dot HTML. It's up to you. HTML and HTML both are fine. But I personally give it HTML. You also try to always give HTML. Don't give HTML. But if you even if you give that works. HTML and HTML both are same. Okay. Only Pro uses Notepad if you're a beginner, so go with VS Code. Yes, Pro uses Notepad only in some cases, not in every case, right? Or if you're a really a beginner, like in my college also, when I started coding, the first thing that we got was Notepad to everything, to do everything. Even when I started, I wrote HTML on like in Notepad only. Sir, HTML5 में क्या difference? I'll tell you, don't worry. I'll tell you the difference between HTML4 and 5. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. So, guys, are we clear with everything till now? Everyone, are we cleared with everything till now? Can we move ahead with the coding part now? Guys, everyone, what about the attendance? The attendance link will be in the chat. So don't worry. In some time, the attendance link will be in the chat and just go ahead and fill it. That's all. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Okay, guys. So now let's move ahead. Okay. सर आप बता सकते हो मेरा नेम रजिस्टर्ड है या नहीं रंजना अभी तो मैं नहीं बता सकता क्योंकि मैं देख नहीं सकता सेशन के बाद या आप जब कल आओगे तो हम आपको बता सकते हैं अभी तो हम नहीं बता सकते ओके क्योंकि मैं अभी एक सेशन ले रहा तो मैं देख नहीं सकता एग्जैक्टली कहाँ पे है वो ओके सो डोंट वरी विल लेट यू नो टुमारो डोंट वरी okay guys so now guys let's move ahead so now we have created an HTML file and once you create a HTML file understand that you have created a web page now this is a web page every HTML file, every file that has the extension of .html is a web page. So this is a web page. Now, if you go ahead and open this in a browser, it will work like a web page. But right now, it doesn't have any content. Right? See, like how I'll tell you how to open it. Simply right click. Okay, right click on your file. Just go to this option, copy path. Okay, just copy the path. Go onto your favorite browser. Any browser is fine. Go ahead in the URL bar and paste it. That's all. See, there's nothing. It's completely white. There is nothing. But don't worry, you have actually created a web page. Every HTML file is a web page. Is that clear, everyone? Okay, so you have created it and you simply open the same file on the browser. Okay, but now you can see there's nothing. There is nothing in the web page. There is nothing because we have not created any content. We have created the web page. That is fine, but we don't have any content. That's why we don't have anything here. So now guys, let's start and let's understand how to create content on the web page. We have created the web page by just creating a file having an extension of .html, but we don't have any content. So now let's start with the code. Now, just like when you start writing any kind of code in any language, there is a basic code that you always need. For example, when you go for C, you always need the void main function. Even if you want to write your own code, you need that void main function because that is the starting point of your C program. Just like that, in HTML also, there is a starting code. There is a starter code that you should always put in a web page. There is a starter code that you should always put in your web page. Okay. So that starter code is also considered as a boilerplate code. So boilerplate is nothing but a starter. That's all. That term means starter. Okay. So let's write the boilerplate code that is required. Always, whenever you create a web page, that code is always required. So that code looks like this. First, you have the HTML tag, the biggest tag here, that is the HTML tag. Inside HTML tag, guys, you have two tags. You have head, and after head, you have body. So inside HTML, you have two, head and body. Inside head, you have title, and that's it. That's how a basic boilerplate code of HTML file looks like. So this is the basic code that you should always have for your web page. Is that clear, everyone? Guys, so please use live server. Don't worry, I'm going to use it from tomorrow. Today, but first see, live server is not the only option. So we should also know how to run it without live server. That's why I'm showing you this. From tomorrow, I'll start using live server. So don't worry. Okay, but you should also understand how to run your pages without live server. Okay, fine, guys. So this is how your document looks like. Okay, and you can see first you have HTML tag that basically tells this is a HTML document. This is a HTML file. This is a web page file. And then your file, that means your web page basically, because this is your file. When you open it on a browser, it becomes a web page. So it is divided into two parts. You have the head tag that you can consider as the head section of the web page. And then you have the body tag that you can consider as the body section of your web page. Okay. And I'll tell you the importance. Don't worry. So first of all, inside the body section is basically for creating your content. Body section is the section where you create your content that the users can see. Okay, so from now, like in future, whatever content we're going to create, like images, audios, videos, everything we're going to put inside the body tag. Okay, and head section is something that is not seen by the normal users. So if you go on a web page, whatever you see is created inside the body. You can't see whatever is inside the head section. So what do we do there? So head section is basically for the maintenance of extra information, like what is the language of the web page, what are the external links of this web page, right? For all that. So head section is for the extra information related to the web page, encoding information, meta information, keyword information. Don't worry, we'll talk about all that. Right now, just hear me out. So head section, there is no output for head section. Head section is only for extra information, which you can also call it metadata. Okay, and body is the section in which you create your content, like images, audios, videos, and everything. Is that clear, everyone? Guys, are we cleared? So don't worry right now, don't worry about it. And then there is one more tag that you should also put, very important. That is this one on the top, doc type HTML. Okay, now this is one tag that tells the browser that this page is actually a HTML5 page. If you
Saurabh
don't
sir,
put this,
so sorry to interrupt,
yeah, Rohan.
but we have an announcement right now.
Okay, go ahead, do it.
Okay, sorry for the interruption, but
Yeah, not a
hello
problem.
guys, my name is Rohan and I'm the academic associate in Let's Upgrade. Well, today I've got a great news for you all because today we will be announcing a winner who will get a chance to win an Amazon voucher. So, is it exciting?
Come on,
Okay,
guys, show some excitement. We're going to announce the winner now.
yeah, because as per your excitement only, we will be announcing. So for
Okay,
that to
fairly
happen,
excited.
you have to make sure that you attend the whole video, which will be played in a moment, and I'll be announcing the winner after that. Varuna, can we please play the video now?
Hey, hi guys, this is Sai Kiran from LetsUpgrade, and I'm here today to congratulate you all guys for completing or like for pursuing our Essentials program in various fields what we do. And I want to tell that yes, this is amazing program what you're doing. But if you want to continue this learning and want to take your career to next level with a one-on-one personal mentorship, what we are not providing in Essentials, and also build real-time projects, then join our 6 months PGP full stack program in data science or AI/ML or web development in MERN stack or Python Django. That's it. Bye-bye.
All right. So I've got the name of the person, but before that, so would you like to give the announcement?
Yes. So, guys, before we announce the winners, I would like to just tell you about the PGP courses. Like, see, what you're attending right now is the essential course in which we teach the fundamentals. But if you guys want to learn more and you want to get the more in-depth information and you want to build a career out of it, you can also join our postgraduate programs. It is for around 6 months. Okay, and where like trainers like me and I'm gonna teach a full stack course. So we have full stack programs. It is of 6 months where you learn everything from the basics like HTML and CSS to the high-end technologies like React and Angular, and you learn with me and other trainers like me how to build projects based on all of that. So we basically have around 20, like 15 to 20 projects in our whole course. Okay, so once we finish it, you basically become a complete web developer. Okay, so if you guys are excited, if you guys are interested, you can also join in there. Now, why I'm telling you this, because we have got some offers for you. Okay, so the offer is, if you are excited, if you're interested, you can just go on to letsupgrade.in and you can enroll in that course. Enroll, you can see all the courses and you can enroll in the course. And if you use my coupon code, you'll get a 4,000 rupees discount directly. So the basic course fees is around 29,600 is the course fee. And the best part about it is, if you join one course, you get the access to all the other courses. So we have courses like full stack web development, full stack AML and deep learning, full stack data science, full stack Python and Django. So if you join one, you can get access to all the other courses as well. And the default fees of the course is 29,600. But if you use my coupon code, that is, let me just paste it for you. Here we go. I'm just going to paste it on the screen, guys. And I'll also put it in the chat. Don't worry. So LU store of 4K is my coupon code. If you just go ahead and enroll and use this coupon code there, you'll get an instant 4,000 rupees discount. And we also have a Diwali offer going on. So till if you join the course till 15th November, you'll get an additional like I think almost 4,000 rupees discount. So first of all, if you use this coupon code, your 29,600 will instantly become 25,600. That means on the spot 4,000 rupees discount. And if you do it like till 15th November, it will be like 20,099 rupees. That means additional around, I think, 5,000 discount, maybe more than 5,000, right? Till 15th November. But this coupon code will be for like forever. You can use it and you can directly get a 4,000 rupees discount. And one more thing, if you join the course and you refer it to some other people after joining the course, you'll also get coupons worth rupees 2,000 and maybe some prize money as well. So if you join the course and if you refer to your friends as well, you will also get a prize money worth rupees 2,000. Is that clear, everyone? So if you guys are interested, if you would like to join in, if you guys want to like learn with me and other trainers like me, you guys can join and enjoy the courses. Okay.
Coming back to the coupon part, well, I've got a name of the person who will be getting today's coupon. So before that, I will tell you that don't be disheartened if you don't win, because tomorrow as well we will be having this chance. And for that to happen, you have to attend tomorrow's session so that you will be getting the chance to win it. So for today, the winner of the person who will be getting a chance to win this coupon is Himanshu. So Himanshu, I believe you have got the social media handle of our Let's Upgrade. So make sure that you DM us so that we can provide you the further details. All right.
Okay. Now Himanshu, yeah, Himanshu has answered it. That's great.
Great. Congratulations,
Okay.
Himanshu.
Congrats,
So
Himanshu. Congrats, buddy.
yeah. So that is it for today. And sir, please continue.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Rohan.
Yes.
Okay, guys. So now let's get back. Let's get started. Congratulations, Himanshu. And tomorrow we might have a new winner. So let's wait. And now let's get started, guys. So I was at this site. We wrote doc type HTML. So what is this tag? Why is this tag required? So as I told you, if you put this tag on top of your document, basically the browser easily understands that this is a HTML5 document. Now, what is HTML5? It is like the updated version of HTML4. Simple, like when HTML started, it was HTML1. Then after that, few things were added. It became HTML2, HTML3, and then we had HTML4. And currently, the version of HTML that like does a lot of great things is HTML5. And only if you put this thing on the top, the browser understands and treats your document like a HTML5 document. Otherwise, it will treat it like a HTML4 document, and few features will not be supported. So if you want to like all the features to work, you have to put this tag on the top, doc type HTML. Is that clear, everyone? Okay. So that's what a boilerplate code or the starter code of HTML looks like. Are we cleared, everyone? Simple. Don't worry, Surya. We'll talk about meta tags. Right now, you don't have to worry about it. We will talk about it. Right now, we have to go like only with the basics, right? So don't worry about it. Okay. So doc type HTML to let the browser know that it is HTML5. Then you have HTML tag, that is basically the biggest tag, which basically holds all the document. Then it is divided into two parts. Basically, HTML tag is nothing but you can say your document, your web page. Okay. And inside that, you have two different tags: head section, body section. Body section is the place where you create all your content like image, audio, text, and everything. All the things that a user can see. And section is for putting all the external things. That means extra information related to the web page, the language, the icon, everything else. Is that clear, everyone? So now let me show you a few things. Now let's save it. See, every time you make changes in your web page, okay, just save it, because if you don't save it, if it is closed, it will be gone. So every time you make changes, save it. And in the browser, you have already opened this page, right? You have already opened this page in the browser, so you don't have to open it again. Just go there and refresh. That's it. Now nothing has happened because we still have nothing in our web page, right? We still don't have anything. We don't have anything inside the body. We don't have any content, so nothing will be here. Now then, let's start from the basics again. Now you can see by default here we have our page name, that is first.html. But if you go on like Google, here they write Google. If you go on like Facebook, here they have Facebook login or sign up. But on our page, we have first.html. What if I don't want this? What if I want to write something custom? How can I do that? So for that purpose only, guys, you have this title tag. For that purpose only, you have the title tag. Okay. So what you can do is just go inside the title tag. When I say inside, that means between the opening and the closing of the tag, and just write whatever you want. Let's write fake Google. Okay. Just anything whatever your site is related to, whatever title you want to give to your page. Save it, and now let's go and see. Here now you have fake Google. You don't have first.html. Here you have now fake Google, right? And now see, it's not part of the content, because the content is this area is the content, this area is the content. That is just a name of your web page, an extra information of your web page. So see, the first extra information. So extra information is always put in the head tag, and inside the body tag you only have the content. That's it, you only have the content. And we'll see how to create the content, so don't worry about it. So guys, let's go. Let's start with the thing now. Let's start with the things. So let's see the first tags that we're going to learn. Okay. So now, first of all, let's write something randomly, like anything. And yes, for all the new people who don't know how to save, just press Control S. That's it. Control S is the shortcut for saving. Okay, guys. Control S. Okay. Now, just go ahead and write anything in the body. Anything. Let's see first of all where it is coming. So save it again. Control S and refresh. The shortcut for refresh is F5. So F5 is the key that will help you refresh the page. See, on the spot, there is let's upgrade in this white space in the body area of the web page. So whatever you put in title, it goes here because it is an extra information. It's not the content part. And whatever you put inside the body will always come in the white part here. It is basically the body section of the web page. Simple. And one more thing, I have zoomed the page. Let me make it normal. See, this is how a normal text looks like. See, guys, this is how a normal text looks like. Okay, because it was bigger because I zoomed the page. Now, if I make it normal, this is how a normal text looks like. So what if I don't want this text? What if I want the text to be a little bigger? Like, what if I want that? So for that, you have tags. As I told you, to do anything in HTML, you require a tag. So there are a lot of tags that do different things. So the first set of tags that we're going to learn is how they will help us to increase the font size, to increase the size of the text. Okay, so let's see. So the first tag that we're going to learn is this tag, H1. Now this is a heading tag. It basically helps you create heading text. That means bigger text. Heading text means bigger text. Okay. In future, I'll explain you more about heading tags, but right now it's basically making your text bigger. That's all. So H1. Okay. Now why it is H1? Because we have multiple heading tags. That's why it is known as H1. because it is the first heading tag and the biggest heading tag. So now you have the tag opening, closing, and between inside it, you can simply go ahead and put your content. Let's go ahead and put upgrade here. Save it, and here we go. See, now it's bigger than normal text. And just like that, you also have H2. Simple. If you again put this, see, now there is a little difference between H1 and H2. So H2 is a little smaller. And just like that, you have H3. If you put it again, then you have H4, then you have H5, and the final one that you have is H6. So again, here we go, H6. Now H6 is the last. You cannot go beyond H6. Okay, so don't try H7. If you try H7, there is no tag like H7. So even if you write it, it will not work. Okay, so the final tag is H6, and here we go. See, that's how they go. Now you can see that H1 is readable, H2 is readable, H3 is readable, H4 is also readable, but H5 and H6 are not readable. That's why we don't use them often. We only use from H1 to H4. We don't go for H5 and H6. And don't worry, this is not the final size, guys. Right now, we are only learning HTML. In some days, we'll be moving on to CSS. And by using CSS, we can make our font sizes bigger than the PC, bigger than the body if we want. So don't worry, we still have CSS. Right now, our only focus is to learn HTML. So we have to only learn all the basic tags. Once we start with CSS, we're going to see amazing things, like literally the amazing things. Is that clear, everyone? So these are the heading tags which you can use to change the font size. But normally we don't use them to change font size because we have CSS. But we still have to wait for 2 days, right? We still have to wait for 2 days to learn CSS. So for now, let's go for heading tags. So guys, are we cleared? Everyone, are we cleared? No, Rohan, it's actually smaller than the normal size. If you see, it's smaller than the normal size, actually. Okay. Surya Banavaram, don't worry about the meta tag, buddy. Don't worry. Right now, it will become confusing. See, right now, we are learning the basics of tags. So if I directly go to meta tags, then I have to explain you what are attributes and everything, right? So let's go step by step. See, guys, in our sessions, we're always going to go step by step. So don't worry. Let's go step by step. Okay. Now, let's see the next set of tags. How to change font? Don't worry, I'll show you. Don't worry, we are going step by step. Don't worry, I'll show you how to change font, how to change color, how to change size, how to move things, how to animate things. I'm going to show you everything, so don't worry at all. Okay, now guys, let's move ahead. The next tag that I want to show you is, now see, in this case, the text was it was a single word. What if I want to write a paragraph? What if I want to write a paragraph? We can't start from H3 or H4, right? You can use any one tag if you want. See, I showed you 6 tags. It's not like that you have to go in the sequence. It's up to me. If I only want to use last 3 tags, I can use only the last 3 tags. Guys, don't think about the sequence. You can use any tag, anytime, anywhere you want. Is that clear? Okay. So I was talking about, what if I have text of multiple lines? So first of all, let's see how they are treated. Okay. So I need a text of multiple lines. And I don't want this, so I can just close it like this. Okay, see guys, you can open it like this and close it by clicking here. If you don't need that sidebar, if you don't want to see that, you can close it like this in VS Code. Just click on that only. Or you can also do this. Just get this and slide it. Okay, now then, first thing I need here is the text. So from where I'm going to get the multiple lines of text? Either you can go on a website and just copy and paste it here, or you can write something like this. Generate multiple lines of text, but this will not look good. Okay, or I can just go ahead and copy, but there is actually a much better way of generating random multiple lines of text than going ahead and copying something, and that is, you can simply type something called as lorem. So just type lorem in VS Code, you will get this. Just press enter, and here we go. You get a big text, you get a big like collection of words. That's it. That's how you generate a random dummy text. So if you want to use something, if you want to write some dummy content for testing purpose in your web page, you can use this. Don't write that SFJ, 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 or don't use any original content. Don't copy anything. You can always use this. Okay, save it and let's see. Here we go. It's a big line, but now let me zoom it to make it multiple lines. Or you can also do this if you want, guys. See, you can also do this. Just copy this line multiple times. Paste, paste, and paste. See, so now you have multiple lines of text. Here we go. Is that clear? Let me zoom it for you so that you can see it clearly. See, this is a multiple lines of text. Is it cleared, everyone? Guys, are we cleared? Okay. Now then, so this is one paragraph. Now let's create one more paragraph. So let's copy the whole thing. Okay. And let's give some space so that it can be treated like a paragraph and just paste it here again. Yes, for all the people who are like confused anywhere, instead of saying no, just tell me the confusion. So if I ask you, do you understand? Instead of saying no, tell me what exactly are you not understanding. That will basically it like make it easier for me, right? Gayatri is saying, please repeat. See, first of all, guys, right now, whatever I'm writing, it's not code. It's simply a text. I told you that I want to write some text. I can also go on Wikipedia, like I can search for like India or anything. I can go on Wikipedia and I can copy any dummy content. See, what I told you is, if you want some dummy paragraph, see, right now, whatever we are creating, it's not for anything. Right now, we are creating a web page, but we are not creating it for anything. We are just creating it for education purpose, learning purpose, right? So I don't want to use any original content. I can go ahead and copy some content like this and paste it in my page. That will also work to create a paragraph. But I showed you, what if you want to create a web page, but you don't want to use any original content, but you also don't want to write something like this. So what if in that case? So there is something called as a universal dummy text available. That means it's just for testing purposes. That's all. You can use this text for testing purpose. You don't have any paragraph. You can't. You don't want to put any original content that is not related to your web page, or you don't want to write that dummy text, right? That is very bad. So you can use this. This is a universal dummy text. It is universally accepted as dummy text. So if you don't have anything, you can always put this text for testing purposes. In future, you can replace it with your original content, whatever it is. So there is nothing to get confused here. It's just a text. Right now, if you want, go ahead on your web page, go in your any document, copy and paste. What I'm telling you is, if you're creating a website for dummy reasons, for testing purposes, don't put original content, right? Don't copy original content. That's it. Okay, guys. Now see, I have two paragraphs here. Okay. Now save it. Let's see if they are getting treated as two paragraphs. Let's see that. Save it. Refresh and see. They are not. If you see, they are not getting treated as two different paragraphs. They are joined together. And that's something I'm worried about, because I want them to be treated as two different paragraphs. And you can see I even have space between them. But here, I don't have that space. Here, they are continuing. And that's what it does. So even if you like give this much spaces between two paragraphs, on the browser, they will not have any space. That's how they work. So what if, that means whatever paragraph I create, it is not getting treated as a paragraph. So do I have something? Do I have a tag that understands and treats them like a paragraph? So yes, we have something. So there is something called as a p tag. There is something called as a p tag, which basically treats this text as a paragraph. So here we go. So just put the content in between the p tag. That's all. Just put the content in between the p tag. P stands for paragraph. So here we go. See, now we have the proper space between them. Is that clear? That means now they are getting treated like two different paragraphs. Is it clear, everyone? But BR is good, but I prefer div. Yeah, that's also fine. But we have to learn, right? We are still, maybe on the third day we'll learn about divs, because tomorrow we'll learn about tables and forms first. Okay. So guys, are we cleared? Okay. Now let's move ahead. Let's talk about one more tag. So there is one more paragraph tag available. There is one more paragraph tag available, but that is a little different. So this tag is called as a pre formatted paragraph. This tag is called as a pre-formatted paragraph tag. So you have to write like this. So there's something called a pre-tag. Now you tell me what is going on here. Okay. So let me copy the exact same text and let me put it here. Of P, let me put it inside pre. Now you tell me what is the change. What is happening here? See that, guys? Or let me do one thing. Let me make it a little shorter so that it will be much more understandable. Yeah. Now it's like this. Now see this code and here's the output. Now tell me what is the difference between a P and a pre? Anyone? Come on, guys. Guys, anyone, please don't spam the chat. If you spam the chat, I'll be unable to see the doubts of all the people. So please, please, please don't spam the chat. So everyone, can you tell me the difference? Yes, Sandhya. It basically, don't worry about the font size. Don't worry about the font family right now, guys. That's not important. The important thing here is in whatever format you write your content, in the exact same format, the content is presented. See, here you have this, then you have some space, and then the next line, then again some space, then again, and then you have some space. And see, you're ending at L8, Explicabo, Evinet, Poro. See here also, the same, exact same format. So don't worry about the font size, font family. Understand that the format in which you put your content in the web page, in the code, in the same format, you can see your text. So the format remains same. That's why this tag is known as pre-formatted paragraph tag. Okay. Jaskira Singh asking, sir, this format, this lorem you copy? No, you can generate it. Simply go ahead and write lorem. You'll get an option. Press enter. It will generate it for you. VS Code will generate it for you. So you can generate a dummy paragraph whenever you want. Now we have to understand like what is the use of this. So now see, guys, you go to sites like W3 Schools, Stack Overflow, right? There you see they have code. They display code there, right? They display code there. So now let me give you like example. See, what if I want to display some code on my web page, and if I use a p tag, what will happen? Let me show you. Let me write void main. I'm using a p tag right now, and let me write printf hello there. Okay, save it and let's see. See, your code looks like this. See everyone, that means it is not readable like a code. It just goes in a straight line. So even if I have multiple lines of printf or scanf or any language of code, doesn't matter. It goes like this. See, it's not readable. See guys, it is not at all readable. Let me just scroll this page for you. Let me just put this paragraph below this so that we get it on the top. I can see, yeah, it's because of the icon, right? See, now you can see it, right? See guys, here we go. Everyone, see. So it looks like this. It's not looking like a code. So what if I want to make it readable? So in that case, I can go ahead and say, no, I want you to be a pre-formatted paragraph, not a paragraph, a pre-formatted paragraph. And now see, save it. And here we go. So in whatever format you write, it is visible in that format only. So to display code structure or to display any structure in which you want to maintain the format, instead of P, you can use pre. Because if you use P, it is getting treated like a normal paragraph. It goes to the end and then comes to the second line. But if you use pre, it displays it in the same format as you have created it in. Okay, so all these sites, if you go on like CW3 schools and something like that, see, all these sites now, let me just search for something. I don't know. Yeah, let's go for JavaScript. See, do they have any code here? See, they have code, right? So all of this code, see all of this code structure, they're using pre tag to display something like this. They're using pre tag. Is that clear? Can we create user defined tags? Yatan, not in HTML, but yeah, if you integrate it with some other technology, you can do. If you're using normal HTML, you cannot. But if you're integrating, like if you're integrating HTML with some other technology, in that case, yes. Is that clear, Yatan? Normally, we don't need to. We don't have to. So everyone, are we cleared? So these were some text formatting tags. These were some text formatting tags, heading tags, p tag and pre tag. So guys, everyone, are we cleared? Please tell me, everyone, because we are about to end today's session. We have already completed 1 hour for today. Okay. So everyone, are we cleared? Now you can, like, we can have 2 to 3 minutes for doubt session. So now you can go ahead and ask your doubts. Surya, don't worry. See, if you want to know about meta, I can tell you. But for all the people, you don't have to worry about meta now. See, guys, why? See, first of all, the first thing is we are starting from the scratch for all the new people. So even if you know few things, that's amazing. But this is for all the new peoples. So if I directly explain something that is not very great for the new people, let's say I explain meta or I explain JS on today's session only, they will become confused step. Once we finish tables and forms, once we learn about attributes and anything like that, then we can go ahead and learn about meta and everything. So we are going step by step. But for you who is asking about meta, I'll tell you. So meta is a tag which is basically used to hold extra information related to your web page. Like sometimes it's a keyword information or character encoding information or content information. So meta is a tag which is used to hold extra information related to your web page. That is also called as metadata. So that's why I use meta tag for it. Will we get a certificate? Yes, at the end of the course, you'll get it. Course have only 5 classes after that. Yes, you only have 5 classes in this course, guys. But don't worry, we're going to make the most of it. We're going to learn HTML, we're going to learn the fundamentals of CSS, and on the last day, we're also going to create a really cool project. Okay? So don't worry. So everyone, are we cleared? Guys, now tomorrow is going to be very important because whatever we learned today was the basics. Tomorrow we're going to talk about media elements. We're going to learn how to create images. We're going to learn how to create audio, video. I'll also show you how to integrate a live map in your web page. I'll also show you how to integrate a YouTube video in your web page. Is that clear, guys? And don't worry, everyone asking how to change font, how to change color, how to do, don't worry. Just wait for one more day. Keep attending the sessions regularly. You'll understand everything. And don't only worry about changing colors and everything. I'll also show you how to move your elements here and there. Okay? So don't worry. But let's go step by step because maybe 60 to 70% from you people are newcomers, right? Are new learners. So I want everyone to understand everything. Okay, guys? Now, tomorrow's session is very important. We're going to learn about media elements like images, audios, videos. I'll show you how to integrate a live map. I'll show you how to integrate a YouTube video. And if there is some more time, we'll also learn about forms. Is that clear, everyone? Guys? So I hope all the new people understood everything. Okay. Now, the course registration link will be in the chat. So Varun, can you please put the course registration link in the chat? So guys, for all the people who have not registered for the course, please go ahead and register for the course. Because once you register, I'm going to share all these files and folders. Whatever I create, I'm going to share it. And it will be mailed to you if you register for the course. Is that clear, everyone? So guys, see, today's session was very basic. So whoever is new, for them, it might be like amazing. It might be something new. But for whoever, like for all the people who are not new to HTML, who have already learned HTML, this might be very basic. But don't worry. We have to start somewhere. So this was the basic. Now tomorrow, it will be amazing because we're going to see all the media elements. Okay, guys? So everyone, that's it for today. I really hope I'll be seeing you again tomorrow. So I want every one of you to join again tomorrow at the exact same time and we'll learn about media elements. And please also tell your friends so that they can also join and learn something with me. Okay. So I really hope that you enjoyed the session. It is the most important question. I really hope that you guys enjoyed the session. Please let me know in the chat. And now I'll directly see you tomorrow at 6:30, where we'll be learning about the media elements, images, videos, audios, putting live map and putting a YouTube video. Okay. So that's great, guys. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye-bye, guys. See you tomorrow at 6:30, everyone. Bye-bye, guys. Good night.